Do you remember our wonderful story from last night, little one? We learned about Abraham and Isaac on the special mountain. Abraham loved Isaac so very much, but God asked Abraham to trust him with something very difficult. Abraham's heart felt heavy and confused, but he remembered all the amazing things God had done before. And guess what happened? Just when Abraham needed help the most, God provided a fluffy ram caught in the bushes. Abraham and Isaac hugged and danced with joy because God had shown them his perfect love and care. God always provides exactly what we need, doesn't he? Many years passed, and Isaac grew up to be a kind and gentle man with a warm smile and caring heart. He had curly hair like when he was little, and his eyes still sparkled like stars. Abraham was getting very old now, and his beard was white as snow. One day, Abraham called his most trusted helper, a man named Eliezer. "My dear friend," Abraham said softly, patting Eliezer's shoulder, "Isaac needs a good wife who loves God, but she must be someone very special, someone with a kind heart who will help Isaac follow God's wonderful plan." Eliezer nodded seriously. He loved Abraham's family and wanted to help find the perfect wife for Isaac. But finding the right wife for Isaac seemed like a very big job. Eliezer scratched his head and looked worried. "How will I know which girl is the right one?" he wondered aloud. "There are so many people in faraway places. What if I choose the wrong person? What if she doesn't want to come with me? What if she doesn't love God like we do?" Abraham smiled gently and placed his hand on Eliezer's worried face. "Don't be afraid, my friend," Abraham said with twinkling eyes. "The same God who provided the ram on the mountain will show you exactly the right person. He has a perfect plan." So Eliezer packed his camels with beautiful gifts, sparkling jewelry, soft clothes, and sweet treats. Eliezer traveled for many, many days across hot desert sand and rocky hills. The sun was blazing hot, and his throat felt dry and scratchy. His camels were tired and thirsty too, swaying back and forth as they walked. "This is such a big decision," Eliezer thought to himself as he wiped sweat from his forehead. "Isaac is so precious to Abraham, and Abraham is so precious to God. I must find someone who is not just pretty on the outside, but beautiful on the inside too. Someone who is kind and helpful and loves to take care of others." The task felt as big as trying to count all the stars in the sky. When Eliezer finally reached a town with a beautiful well, he stopped and bowed his head. The well was surrounded by palm trees that swayed gently in the breeze, and the water looked cool and refreshing. "Dear God," Eliezer prayed quietly, "please help me know which girl is right for Isaac. When I ask someone for water, if she is kind enough to give water to me and to all my thirsty camels, I'll know she has the gentle, caring heart that Isaac needs." As soon as Eliezer finished his prayer, he heard sweet laughter like tinkling bells. A young woman with a kind face and gentle eyes was walking toward the well, carrying a clay water jar on her shoulder. The young woman's name was Rebekah, and she had long, flowing hair and the gentlest smile. But Eliezer's heart was still beating fast like a little drum. What if this isn't the right person? He worried. What if she says no when I ask for water? What if she's too busy to help? Eliezer watched nervously as Rebekah lowered her jar into the deep well. The water made a gentle splash, and she pulled up the jar, now heavy and full of cool, clear water. Eliezer took a deep breath and walked slowly toward her. "Excuse me," he said politely, his voice a little shaky. "Could I please have a small drink of water? I'm very thirsty from my long journey." Something wonderful happened. Rebekah's face lit up with the brightest, most caring smile. "Of course," she said sweetly, quickly lowering her jar for Eliezer to drink. The water was cool and delicious. But then, oh my, Rebekah did something even more amazing. "Your camels look thirsty too," she said with sparkling eyes. "Let me give them water as well." And she ran back and forth from the well to the water trough, pouring jar after jar of water for all 10 thirsty camels. Eliezer watched in wonder. This kind girl was working so hard to help him and his animals. This must be the one God chose. His heart sang with joy. God had answered his prayer perfectly. Eliezer's heart felt like it was dancing. He gave Rebekah beautiful golden bracelets and a lovely necklace that sparkled in the sunlight. "These are gifts from Abraham's family," he explained with a huge smile. "God led me straight to you." When Rebekah heard about kind Isaac and God's special plan, her heart felt warm and happy too. She said yes to becoming Isaac's wife. Soon, they traveled together back to Abraham's land. When Isaac saw gentle Rebekah walking toward him in the golden sunset, he knew immediately that God had chosen perfectly. They fell in love and had a beautiful wedding with music and dancing and the most delicious feast. Abraham clapped his hands with joy, and everyone celebrated God's wonderful gift of love. Sweet little one, just like God helped Eliezer find the perfect wife for Isaac, God has beautiful plans for your life too. He knows exactly what's best for you and will guide you every step of the way. When we're kind and helpful like Rebekah, God can use us in his wonderful plans. Close your sleepy eyes now and rest in God's perfect love. He's planning such good things for you, just like he did for Isaac and Rebekah. Sleep peacefully, knowing that God's gentle hands are guiding your tomorrow. Sweet dreams, precious child. May you wake up excited to see what wonderful things God will do in your life. Good night, little one. Sleep tight in his loving care.